is thesis. Second, next. But based on standard references, the FBI, that is 8. And even in the book of our esteemed author, Sir Tubin, sir, kindly click on the hyperlink. In this book, he mentioned 8 types of 3 families of fingerprint powers. So, on the common concepts, 9, and the standard, we have 8. Which do we follow? Please back, sir. Back. Next is on, I do not want to pronounce it yet. Please, click on that. Pronunciation issue. Common concepts, it is pronounced as art. Nationwide, I have visited a lot of review centers and schools nationwide. The common concept is that it is pronounced as art. What about standard references? First, on the Cambridge dictionaries online. Click, sir. Click. Among the British, it is pronounced as arch, while the Americans will pronounce it as arch. What about the Oxford dictionary? Same. Please click, sir. Click. Yes, press. Okay. What about in training videos in YouTube? Please click.
Welcome to How to Compare Fingerprints. Today we're going to go over the basics. Before we get into comparing fingerprints, we need to define a few terms. The most basic formation in a fingerprint is a ridge. These are the black lines that form the patterns. The core of a fingerprint, right here in the center, is the innermost recurve at the center of the pattern. This ridge flows up, recurves right in the middle, and flows back down right here in the middle of the pattern. A delta is this type of feature where 3 areas converge into a triangle-type shape. You can see right here is the center of this delta. The 3 basic fingerprint patterns are the arch, the loop, and the whorl. Arch. The ridges in an arch pattern start on one side of the finger, rise in the middle, and end.
See? That is being pronounced as arch. So, from the training video, please. Yes, sir. Now, we are here confronted with 2 things. Do we pronounce it as art or arch? We have to pronounce it the way it should be pronounced. It should be arch, not arch. Okay. Next is on language. The issue on the definition. I have encountered this a lot of times among reviews. That is why it is more pronounced among students or reviews. That when there is that phraseology may arise to them. And I do not know how they were taught. That refers to tented arch. And that is well represented by that reviewer. I do not want to mention the author, but of course I also cited the author. In that reviewer, in page 411, see, you have there, please click, sir, to emphasize. Ridges rising in the center. The keyword or the key answer is tented arch. Making a rise at the center, students would tend to answer it as tented arch. Okay. What about the standard references? Make a rise, that phrase, make a rise, that refers to plain arch. Kindly click, sir, on the hyperlink. Okay, press the make a rise, that refers to plain arch. But problem, of course, is probably the failure of the instructor to properly point out the keywords for plain arts and blended arts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Arts and blended arts are different.
Yes, sir.
They are different on the center.
Yes.
When you will define arts, there is a rise and center, and also the depth of art has a rise and center. Then they are just one factor. Because in tented arts, there are three types of tented arts. One is an upthrust, angle formation, and a lack of basic elements of color. So they are different from that of the definition.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that, ma'am. Next is accidental pattern. About the symbol of the accidental. Okay. Sir. Let us survey some books based on the common concepts. That is taken as X, accidental X. Okay. Another, sir? Another author, another book from another author. Still, the symbol is X for accidental. In the reviewer, same accidental word X. Yes, sir. In the fourth question, examination question, this came out last October for examinations. In fingerprint patterns, what is the symbol for accidental? That's very controversial. What is our answer? Is it X or W? Okay. Let us first look into the standard reference. When to say W and when to say X. So simple W in general classification. There should be a specification. Like when you say X, that is to indicate war type in fingerprint block or in extension classification. In the question, nowhere does it say that it is used in extension classification. Silent. Okay? So let us now look into the standard reference.